Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents. Hello everyone and welcome to the Mystery of Stardew Valley 1.4, where we have the morning call from the rooster despite me only building the silo so far at my farm. So we really need to find this damn bird and maybe turn a profit from him, because I don't know if it's the neighbor's rooster. Potentially, can it be Marnie's rooster? I only saw cows at her farm, nothing else. Anyhow, what's on today's agenda besides the fact that tomorrow is the Egg Hunt Festival? Well, we are getting more harvests, which is awesome. We have upgraded the backpack, which is awesome. And therefore, I might have lots of items to sell. We are informed about the Egg Hunt Festival. Let's see, I will require parsnip, I will require potato for the bundles. So how about we sell these, and we will keep these two. Like so. So this will work out pretty darn well. I will actually take the site finally with me. I will, however, change up the layout of these tools. This is how I tend to keep... Actually, no. Actually, no. Actually, yes. This is how I tend to keep the items. So, let's see. Upgrading the axe would be a great thing, but I'm not gonna do that today because tomorrow is the Egg Hunt Festival, and just because it's the Egg Hunt Festival and usually the day is then like really short, just due to the fact that after you leave the town, after the event has finished, well, your day is super fast. I don't know, do we want to make this a 2-day episode? I mean, I still have to edit this footage, which I do not mind at all, and trust me, there is a lot of stuff that I have to edit out because I still keep doing dumb stuff all over the damn place, and especially if I try to talk way too fast, I tend to make lots of mistakes, and then my English turns into Gungan language or something, and then it's just a total nightmare. So, what can we do at the farm? Well, we do have some energy. I do believe we did have a field snack. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. We can go check out on Robin how she is working on the first construction at our farm so far. I usually tend to put the silo at the far end by the grandfather's shrine, just due to the fact that it will not block or interact with any other buildings that would basically prevent them to be constructed. And since I want to utilize this sector of the farm for the constructions of the coops and barns, well then it's the perfect fit for it, I do believe. Plus, if I will require the second silo, I can actually be stacking them up one after or one in front of the other. And I did come across a few of these bushes with the mixed seeds, which is really nice. That way at least I'm gonna get some harvest. Seriously, like so many of them here. Really starting to like the benefit of having this farm's layout on here on the 1.4 update. Actually, I think it would be boring if I would just start on the classic farm since we have the 1.4 released. I think it's nice that I tried here. Obviously, when all the other layouts from the base one came out, they all happened in like one update, and I'm not sure if that was like 1.2 or which one was it, because there were a few updates already done to the game, and I mean the game has been out since 2016, so I do not maintain this type of information in my head. I do apologize to the community. But, I mean, we're clearing out this part of the woods pretty damn nicely. or this part of the farm. And the cool thing here is that I see another one of those bushes which will give me the mixed seed, so I'm definitely gonna plant that. Today is also the day when the traveling cart or the traveling merchant decides to stop by. So I'm gonna go and check out her wares. She tends to keep some interesting things, although I'm not sure if it's just me or the save file which I'm testing the 1.4 update in my other save, which I'm not showing here on the YouTube channel because, I mean, I do weird stuff there and I talk to myself on the recording as I go through the footage, so that's... If I would make bloopers for my channel, probably most of them would come from that footage, but hopefully I will never have to do something like that. I think I'm making enough of an idiot of myself here on the channel as it is. Okay, field snacks, how many are we talking? Only one. We are completely out of energy almost, but most of the trees have been cleared out. The reason why I want to get enough wood is of course because I will want to get the coop. But for that I'm gonna also require some cash, so that's gonna take some time. But since we freed up the space over there, at least the tall grass can start growing. Once the barn will be finished, I will be able to cut the grass which is growing so close to my crops. I don't want to do it now. It should not be close enough to damage my harvest potentially. And I really need to think about how I want to put the strawberries when I get my hands on them, because that is also a thing that will affect my farm. I do like to keep things like at least someone close to each other, or have at least some sort of system about what grows where. It's much easier to keep track of your crops that way. I see another copper node has spawned at our farm, so that is nice. Hopefully there are some spring onions. Really appreciate that. And I'm gonna show you today another fun fishing spot. Okay, 4 spring onions. 2 of them are gold star. That's awesome. We're not done yet. And I'm really looking forward to the fact that soon we're gonna get our hands on some salmon berries. That's gonna be a definite game changer for me. Usually it's the thing which allows you to reach the level 5 in foraging. Of course, upgrading your axe and chopping down the big stumps would help you increase your foraging skill much better probably, but once you clear out the stumps at your farm, then you need an iron quality axe in order to get into the secret woods where the logs keep respawning, so you can get your hands on the 12 hardwood every day. Okay, let's talk here. Large egg. This can be dropped off at the community center bundle for the animal bundle. You do not need small eggs, and unfortunately it usually takes a bit till you get your hands on large eggs from your chickens. Well, first thing first, you need to construct the coop. That takes 2 days, and when you go to morning and you purchase your chicks, it takes them a couple of days to reach the fully mature state when they start to produce you eggs. And of course, because they are just starting to produce and they have zero relationship with you, even though you've been interacting with the chicks while they were in the coop, the hearts are not stacking up. Only when they reach full maturity, I do believe the hearts keep stacking up. At least for me, that usually happens when it comes to the chickens and the ducks. With cows it's a bit different, but anyhow, a large egg, cool thing, but 700 is too pricey for me. Holly. not a fan of this, especially when it comes to the winter season. Parsnip seed, I mean, it costs 20 at Pierre, so I would be idiot to spend 900 for it. Herring for 1000, no thank you. Sunflower, okay, this is fun. So caviar is from the sturgeon roe, which is then put into the preserve jars. It takes some time for it to happen. Sturgeon is really annoying when it comes to producing the roe, but I do believe the selling price is like 700, so this is like more than double that, so definitely no. Plus, I do believe we actually required this. I talked about this in one of the previous episodes when you are doing, for example, the Junimo bundles, and the Jojo Mart then gets destroyed or damaged because, well, Morris and her goons leave the town. There is one more Junimo who requests special bundle, and there you need to drop off, I do believe, like Dino Egg or like Void Salmon or something really weird. I do believe one of those items is actually caviar, so we will definitely need to get our hands on some sturgeons and potentially do that. Basic egg, okay, still 800 is too pricey. Battery pack, uh, first time you can get your hands on battery pack, usually during the game, is during the summer season. And other than that, nothing that much of a value other or just about anything. So unfortunately, nothing that I really need. So yeah, okay. Let's think. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you a fishing spot that I came across. Well, it's probably a well-known fishing spot, but I did not like cover really useful fishing spots here in the game before. I usually tend to fish in like 3 spots and that's it for me. But yeah. So this island is like called, I do believe, Arrow Island, because if you go into the world map and you take a picture, this looks like an arrow pointing to the left. And basically on the bottom here where there is the deep water, you can get your hands on some high-end quality fish. And especially if you come here during the winter season, you can catch the really annoying legendary fish, which I managed to finally catch like first time ever. But I needed to have the iridium rod and the trapper bobber equipped in order to actually pull it off, and it did not happen on the first attempt. And I wasn't crazy enough to try it with, for example, the wild bait to see if potentially the legendary fish would duplicate itself. Yeah, that it doesn't affect the legendary fish. It's usually better to just use the wild bait for any other type of fish that you are trying to catch, but once again, you at least require the improved fishing rod in order to utilize that. So yeah, so far we are getting a mix of better quality fish and also trash, so I'm a bit confused here. And now we're getting algae. I would really appreciate more fish, because we are starting to run out of energy. Of course, I can eat the spring onions. It's also super late today, so I cannot go to Pierre or anything, but like I said, saving up money for the strawberries. It's just the way that I tend to play spring season in the first year. It helps me build my schedule around trying to get the backpack upgrade, going with the parsnips, getting the 5 gold star quality parsnips, then doing the kale, then doing the strawberries. If I tend to do some sort of a mishmash of potatoes and cauliflowers and all sorts of other stuff, I usually don't have it that much uniform, and also I don't level up my farming that much. But of course, parsnips are not the perfect crop for leveling up your farming skill. Of course, you require the first 13 parsnips to level up your farming to get your hands on the scarecrow. But what I actually noticed is that I have my first iridium quality fish. Is that true? Look at that. Iridium quality fish. Now, before I go crazy with the energy usage, I'm gonna actually eat 2 of these spring onions. And now I'm gonna cast once again. I'm gonna go check out the beach to see if anything forageable has been spawned. What I've noticed is only one time this has happened to me in the 1.4 update. I was able to come across seaweed being washed out on the beach, but other than that, it never happened to me. It also never happened to me in the 1.3 version, but I didn't have too much luck with it. I usually had to go and try and fish out the seaweed out of the ocean. But like I said, now you have the chance to actually get your hands on seaweed. If you go to the shore, potentially it can be washed out there. So you just have to try your luck and see if you will manage to do so and get your hands on some seaweed outside of the ocean. Okay, I still have some free inventory slots, so what the heck. And it would have been so easy if you would have just pushed George forward. But no, no, no. Are you seriously trying to tell me that the entire town is throwing away hot meals? What is wrong with this place? I mean, if it would be at least cold or moldy, I get it, but hot? That means it should be fresh, right? I recommend you going through Gus's trash can. He has much better stuff there. And where did I disappear to? I think Gus just don't want Linus to go through his trash can because he's secretly some mass murderer and maybe there's like a chopped off foot in that trash can or something.
What? What the fuck?
Okay, this is another thing which is annoying me. How can he give him zucchini fritters if you cannot even grow freaking zucchini in the game? Why is this happening? But seriously, zucchini, please add that to the list. I do like a good zucchini. No, but seriously, usually when you go to Gus's trash can, especially when it's like super lucky day, you can find something nice in there. Like we found the other cookies there the other day before Vincent's birthday, so I mean, it's just making me angry. Okay, so let's see if anything forageable will be on the shore. I'm gonna try a bit more fishing. I'm gonna eat the spring onion. I do like some spring onions. Okay, we are getting our hands on some coral. Gold star quality, really nice. Ooh, 2 of them. Really nice. Now the fun thing is that when I was trying to find a good place where I can get my hands on some seaweed, you see, good place for seaweed, number 2. I was here during summer, and the funniest thing was that I actually came across crimson fish in this shallow water. Of course, it was here one summer, so I had no chance of capturing it even closely. But I mean, it was funny that the crimson fish, which is the legendary fish which I usually tend to find in the deep water, was here. I'm really happy that I'm coming across so much seaweed. Might be able to get that fish pond pretty damn early, but I don't want to build the fish pond at the first part of my map. I actually would have preferred if I can put the fish pond somewhere else. Like the left lower corner of the map is a better place for a fish pond, I do believe. But I will still see. I might leave a link potentially for some layout ideas I have in the description of the video, but I'm gonna see about that. I cannot guarantee it because it takes some time to try and put the plan together, see what works. But the silo which I placed down, that's definitely a good location, because usually I tend to put the silo in the corner of the map there behind the grandfather's shrine. It doesn't obstruct any view, and it's a decent spot for the building, so overall, yeah, we're gonna sell all of you guys. I should actually keep the bram and the sunfish and all the other fish, but by the time I will get the other rooms unlocked, it's gonna take a while, so what the heck. I'm gonna actually sell the regular quality coral, and you know what to do, or you know what part of the video it's now. It's the part where I try to suck up and tell you to subscribe and maybe like the video. Let me know if you watched any of the other content that I publish here on my channel, and hopefully I will see you guys soon on the other episode. Till then, I wish you all the best, and bye bye.